So it's New Zealand to bat first in rather chilly conditions at Lancaster Park on this autumn morning. The temperature only about 9 or 10 degrees as play begins, but it's expected to reach the 20s as the day progresses and the northwesterly wind gets up. So New Zealand batting first after being centre to bat. Great Batch and Latham to open up for New Zealand. And the opening bowlers for Pakistan, Wasim Akram and young Aqib Javed.
Yeah. Oh, what a good shot. Imran Khan, a rather elderly boot, left boot from Imran Khan. Good shot, that. Very good shot by Great Batch. It's going away from 4. That was a fine stroke. He played it so well, moving inside the line, playing it late, turning it round with his wrists for the day's first boundary.
Yes, this is one of the difficulties that bowlers have bowling to left and right-handers. That nipped away. Would have been a good delivery to the right-hander, but quite a comfortable shot there for Great Batch, tickling it around the corner, and fine leg, far too wide to stop that boundary.
7 for no wicket. So remember, on One World of Sport, it's going to be cricket almost non-stop now through until midnight. Oh, there we are. That's Great Batch in excelsis. A splendid stroke over square leg, 4 runs, and that's the one that sets the lads a cheering. Look at them. Marvellous.
Yes, well, that's it. Into his pads again, and the shot's very much on. Although, no, he fetched it from off stump, as a matter of fact. So the length, he was playing the length rather than the line, but picked it up very efficiently, and always going to be 4.
Aqib to Great Batch. Isn't that wonderful? Like a great tracer bullet, it descends in the stand. 6 runs, and Great Batch is on his way again. What a wonderful shot. He's got 14. It's now 17 for no wicket. Well, well, well.
And just angling into him, he got his foot across and whipped it over long on, and it was always going to be 6. Now that's a fine shot. He has to make sure the ball's close enough to him, though, otherwise he could leave that gate for it to go through between bat and pad. So the skill required from someone like Great Batch, who's looking to get after it, is that the ball must be close to him when he goes over the top.
Oh, it's marvellous. 4 runs. That was a really bad ball. It was a no ball to compound the felony. It was short, it was wide, and Latham joined in. What a marvellous stroke.
Well, Akram decides to go around the wicket here, and once again it's wide. It was a little in the air, but that fielder at point is a little deeper than is normal, or with the new ball anyway, that one tends to go deeper there, square of the wicket, and that was a fine shot too from Latham.
Oh, it's in the air, he's out, he's gone. Latham looks at the pitch. In fact, he might look at his own judgment. It was a poor stroke. That ball didn't do a great deal, and it was very comfortably picked up at first slip. So New Zealand have lost their first wicket in the 4th over.
Yes, if you're going to dabble at these, you really must get across and get on top of the ball. And here he is trying to run it down. They're always risky against the new ball with a bounce such as that. And so New Zealand lose their first wicket in the 4th over, 23 for 1.
On the jump, they go for the single. That hits his out, I would think. No. Umpire Bucknell was absolutely watching intently, and he just made his ground. But that was would have been unfortunate had he been out, because the close fielder got in the way.
Yes, he did. He was impeded with his progress here running through, Mark Great Batch. See the fielder coming in there, and he had to just slow down.
But it was a good decision. He was just in.
Trouble here, and he gets back. Well, Mark Great Batch came a long way down. The Pakistanis were a bit slow to react. Martin Crowe had no intention of going. Let's have another look at it.
Yes, well, Martin Crowe wasn't interested at all. In fact, he put his hand up. Great Batch had come a long way down the wicket, did well to turn round and get back.
Very wide on the crease, but good shot from Great Batch. He stands high and hits it away square on the offside, off the back foot. And that just raced away. My word, this outfield is quick.
Yes, well, that ball just sort of sat up, and it was very uppish. And had that man at point been just a little more backward, there could easily have been a chance. But still, it's gone very, very quickly, as you say, Mystery, for 4 runs.
Oh, he's gone over the top this time, through backward point. It's safe out there, 1 bounce 4.
Yes, a typical one-day shot by Great Batch. That one delivered short and lifting, and Great Batch right in position, playing it on top of point, straight to the fence.
Well, that's not a good shot from Great Batch, but he's going to be a bit lucky, and he'll get some runs. Now, the outfield's pretty quick. It might go all the way. Akib is racing. And there's the 50 for New Zealand in the 12th over. New Zealand's brought up its 50, but has lost 3 wickets on the way.
Oh, that's a fine stroke. 4 runs. That's a marvellous shot. That's Great Batch back on song. He hit that beautifully. Not much back lift, but whack. He had a little bit of width, and it was short.
Yes, he used the pace of the ball. He got over the top of this one. The previous ones had gone in the air, but that really is a good shot. He got side on and clipped it behind point.
Well, he got away with it, Great Batch. He swept, I think, a little bit iffily. Didn't really know which way it was spinning. And he's got a couple of runs down to fine leg, very fine leg, in its leg byes.
And they're going for an overthrow. And that could well have been run out. It's rather cheeky. So they got an added one there from the leg byes.
Ball drops. Rutherford chasing a wide one. He's got himself a single, but Moen Khan certainly had a chance to make it 4 down for New Zealand. Well, you're an old wicket-keeper, Warren Lees, or a former wicket-keeper. What do you think of his technique there?
Yeah, that was not a great effort. I don't think that was a particularly hard catch, and he should have perhaps been, he didn't move his feet at all. Tried to catch it in one glove for a start. Yeah, he made a mess of it.
Good running. In fact, they're going to get some bonus runs here. This will run away for 4 overthrows. Ramesh Raja has no chance of stopping that. So the call is leg byes, and Steve Buckner will signal 4 plus the 1 they took originally, so it's 5 in total. 73 for 3. Warren Lees, thanks very much for your comments this morning. More later. 73 for 3 after 17.
And the leg spinner, Mushtaq. Oh, over pitching driven, great shot. But only 1 because there's a man out there.
Yes, that was a very good shot by Kenny Rutherford, using his feet coming down the pitch, a little bit wide, over tossed, and just as well that sweeper was out there, because that would have been a certain 4.
Loud appeal from Imran. No one else shows much interest, including Steve Bucknor, and that would look to be missing leg by a long way. That's the end of the over. 83 for 3. Oh,
Where's
Ken
trouble?
Rutherford could be out.
He's given
out.
him.
Yes, sent back. Ken Rutherford run out. I don't think there's too much doubt about that. Tragedy for New Zealand, as Mark Greatbatch decided he didn't want the run.
Certainly a waste. Rutherford walking, coming down the track, running on the shot. Akram, the left-hander, picking that ball up very quickly. As you can see, Rutherford a good 2 metres out, and that's a disaster for New Zealand, and good for Australia too, I'd suggest, at the moment.
85 for 4 New Zealand. And there's a little bit of confusion there, but it's a safe single at the end of the day. So that's the end of the Imran Khan over. 87 for 4. Oh, he's gone. He must be stumped, surely. He is. Leaping.
It's a wide as well, but of course you can be out with a wide. Well,
oh, dear me.
That's worth 1 run. It's a wicket. It's an extra ball. And Harris, unfortunately, has been stumped on 1. Well stumped by Moen. Well tossed up too by Mushtaq.
He certainly went after this ball. As you see, very wide and far down the wicket was Chris Harris. And there was no question about that.
Yes, well, it was up there to be hit, but it was the googly, wasn't it? It just kept going further away, and he got done in the air and with the spin. So Harris is out. New Zealand lose their 5th wicket, 88 for 5.
And that's out. That'll be out the top edge, just around the corner.